Hey guys, Mustang here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are going to be taking the new TEQ Goku up against Red Zone Broly. So I feel like Goku should have a pretty good time in this event, right? Because he's going to be able to get built up along the way, and then when we get to the very end against the AGL Broly, we're going to have type advantage. So this Goku, we won't have to worry about what is probably his biggest flaw until you get someone on the team to revive, whether it's him or not. The fact that he obviously only has a chance to guard as we get off of the first turn. So first turn we have guaranteed guard. So we can use that to our advantage here. We'll do this, and then we'll do this. So we get the extra damage reduction. Because remember, this Goku, the friend one I think is 2 dupes, right? No, 1 dupe, okay. Now remember, Goku is getting built up here, 10% with each attack received, up to 100. So we're off to a good start with him being attacked, what? Is that 5 attacks after he attacks? Yeah, it is, wow. So he's being attacked 6 times on this turn. And then I do like running the LR Piccolo as a separate rotation, because the LR Piccolo is getting the full 200% leader skill from Goku. Because he's obviously on Warriors Raised on Earth and is on Battle of Fate. So with Piccolo being so good, and the fact that I now have mine rainbowed, kind of like using him on this team, because he's just a very good, very fun unit. So, but yeah, that's right, Broly. You just build up Goku. Alright, what's this super gonna do? Was this the last attack? He's had quite a bit of build up. Yeah, okay, I'm not surprised. Alright, so pretty strong first turn showing from Goku, just double digits from everything. And then of course Orange Piccolo on the end is not going to take any damage at all. No build up for him, obviously, because we didn't take any hits. So I think he shares what, like just Fierce Battle with Kid Goku. So obviously not the best turn for him, but so let's do this. What links do you share? That's going to be Kamehameha once we get the key. Okay. So if we do this... Oh. I just instantly assumed it would pick up the STR orbs, but okay. So we'll do that, and then we'll just grab those. So I think by the time Krillin even gets to attack, Broly should be done here. Because then we'll have this rotation of the LR Piccolo with STR Piccolo. Unfortunately, STR Piccolo is not on Battle of Fate or World Tournament, so he doesn't get the full 200% leader skill from Goku. But obviously he maximizes the efficiency of LR Piccolo so much that I thought, why not bring him on the team as well? So I'm really interested to see how well Krillin does against Broly as well as we get closer to the end, because I did the 55% showcase for him yesterday, but I've obviously fed the dupes in now, so mine is Rainbow. I pulled all the copies of him before I pulled a single copy of Piccolo, and I've been link leveling the new units like basically all day before this little recording session. So most of his links are like 8s and 9s. I think he has like maybe 1 or 2 at 7, but his links are looking pretty good as well. So interesting to see how well he tanks against the STR phase later on. So I probably should try. I need to keep my one around so that he can build up, because yeah, look at the difference, right? This is my one's first appearance, 263k defense, and then the friend who's been hit what 6 times, 762. Pretty significant difference. So man, I really want to be able to put one of the Gokus in the middle. I'm a bit worried about doing this though, but can I get 7 orbs? I can. And we get 4 rainbows, which means quite a bit of damage reduction. I'm going to risk it. I think even if he gets supered in slot 1, I don't think we would die. Because then this way, my Goku can take all of these hits to get some of his build up, and then the Goku on the end, he's not going to need to worry about getting a couple of hits because his defense is so high. So yeah, I think we're looking good here, because that's the thing, right? Getting both the Gokus on the same turn is probably the worst case scenario, because you want to get them building up. And yeah, even if you don't want to use them on the same rotation and you want to have one of them floating, having their first turn for at least one of them be both of them on the same rotation is kind of irritating, because if we didn't have my Goku on this rotation, I obviously would have just kept the friend one, who already is like quite massively built up. So yeah, taking a super attack as one of the first attacks, not really ideal, but it's alright, we can make do. So this is the friend Goku's second appearance, so he does not have guaranteed guard at this point. It's probably the one time when he's like really at risk. See, because we didn't get the guard, so if he'd have eaten the super, he would have taken a considerable amount more damage. This is going to be a very spicy turn for Piccolo. So we do this, get these orbs. Yeah, this is going to be a crazy turn, because Piccolo's going to get hit and give everyone 2 ki, which is going to put Carnival Goku up to full 24. He's dropping a 10 million attack stat. Okay, very nice. Do we just take out TEQ BROLY here? No, well, maybe Carnival Goku does, because STR Piccolo 4.5, that is pretty good. I don't know if he will... well, he got a crit as well, so yeah, GG. Fortunately, Carnival Goku still got to attack, because him getting his 18 ki supers is very important, right? Because we need him to get that build up so that he has some stacks for later on, but definitely very good. And now we get to the AoE phase. So this is the tricky one now. Man, I really want to leave Kid Goku. Can we get 7 orbs? I feel like we probably can, right? So if we do this, and then see, there's all those orbs at the side, but there's just too many of the rainbows. If I do this, I don't think that is going to make the connection, is it? What is my Goku's defense now? 646k after getting hit that bunch of times on the previous turn. So that is pretty good. I am tempted to just drop this and see if any of the better orbs spawn, because having all of those rainbows at the side is kind of awkward. And no, they did not, so it still just wants to grab the red ones. That does give Goku extra damage reduction. The annoying thing is, I'm going to have to use an item, because unfortunately Kid Goku will just get absolutely destroyed if BROLY AoEs on this turn. So, alright, so 6.6 for the Krillin. Pretty decent, considering he's basically just here to be a tank and juice up Goku with that support. So I definitely take that. And then Goku's at 5 mil. I mean, considering minus 55%, like his links, like I say, I've been link leveling all the new units, so his links are mostly like 7s, 8s, and 9s now. But at 55%, this guy still very impressive. Obviously, his attack stats are not insanely high, but his defense kind of is, right? So Krillin and Goku should take double-digit damage from this, because we have a Whis active, so yeah. And then, what was that? 200k? That's actually not too bad. I kind of thought Kid Goku would take more than that, to be honest, because we didn't get the 7 orbs for the extra damage reduction. We got a couple of rainbow orbs, which gives him damage reduction. But my Kid Goku is only 55%, so that's pretty good. I was kind of hoping we would take a little bit more than that, because I wanted to be able to use either one of the standbys or even like the Carnival Goku's revival sometime soon, which would have been nice. Now, I was going to say, we could kind of cheese this a little bit by using the Piccolo giant form, but because we have the Whis active, I kind of don't want to do that, right? I want to make sure Goku is getting hit at the end. Although that means we then force another turn, which is probably not ideal either, but no, I will do that. So let's do this, and then we'll do this, and then do this. So, because all 3 of the units on this rotation, because we have a Whis active as well, are just not going to take like any damage, right? If BROLY does super. But it means that the Goku on the end gets hit. Because how many attacks are there? Is there like 3 or 4? 3. So that means the Goku on the end is going to get some extra build up. And of course this counts as him taking a hit as well outside of that slot. So yeah, double digits, double digits, double digits. Very, very nice. Now obviously we're using an item, but yeah. A lot of the times with a lot of teams you have to double these just to make sure. But some of the defense numbers that we're getting on this team are pretty good. So I just want to be able to get the exchange. That's one of the things, because Goku's revive or standby, because you can't use it until turn 6. It's so like just awkward. I don't like that. And of course, Carnival Goku, we're not getting into situations where we're starting the turn below a certain HP threshold, so that he can get his revive. Because that is the great thing about Goku, right? Is that it's any unit that revives, and then that extra part of his passive activates. And when that extra part of his passive is activated, he's like the best TUR, pretty much. Like, he's getting like 1 million defense, 9 million attack stats, like just absolutely crazy. Right, so Goku. Okay, so we are gonna. This should take him out, right? And then that finishes us up here. I think that works out quite nicely for going into the final. Are you kidding me? Okay, well there he goes again. I've mentioned this a lot in recent videos, I think, but my Carnival Goku is built for full additional, and he additional supers quite regularly, so definitely coming in clutch there. And let's see. Of course we get this turn. Oh, he's going to super Kid Goku, isn't he? Alright, this is where we do this then. Because then, this is the good old cancelling out the super attack like trick. Because I don't want Kid Goku to be eating a super on this turn. So I need to, by using the orange Piccolo transformation, we obviously have the possibility now that if Broly super attacks at all during this turn, that will then cancel out any like upcoming. Although, actually, now that I think about it, because my understanding of the way that the giant form cancelling supers thing works is because the turn counter doesn't go up, so the game obviously thinks it's still the same turn, and the boss has already supered, therefore they can't super again. But the thing is, Broly can super twice. So I wonder if he only supers once while you're in a giant form or a rage mode. I'm assuming that means he could super again in the turn where you come out of it. He wouldn't be able to super attack twice, because the game will already register that he super attacked once on that turn. Like that, given my understanding of how it works, I think that would be the case, but I actually don't know. So it would kind of be interesting to see firsthand, but it's going to depend whether he super attacks twice on this turn or not. Because there's the first one. If he doesn't super attack again, then it'll be interesting to see whether he super attacks next turn. But yeah, Piccolo, giant orange Piccolo, just going to slap Broly around a little bit. Broly has a lot of HP though, so we're in no danger of killing him here. Just unfortunate, like, I don't think our health is going to get low enough for getting the standby. Because it's around the same threshold for getting the revive with Carnival Goku as well. So we're not exactly super close to that threshold, are we? Let's get another turn, because of course we do. Should pretty much always get 2. I don't think I've ever seen only 1 turn of Orange Piccolo, but I could be mistaken. Because there's a lot of giant forms where you can only get one turn if you get really bad RNG. Yeah, see, there you go. He supered again. So now he should not be able to super. So, like, there wasn't a second super on the first turn. So that's his second super of this turn, technically, even though it was right at the beginning. And so now, if that theory is correct, that means for the rest of this turn, he shouldn't be able to super attack again. Which, considering how many attacks there are, that'd be interesting. So yeah, it does seem like that is the case then, with bosses that can super attack more than once. which, like I said before, that makes sense with what my understanding is of why the glitch works in the first place, right? So if a boss can multiple super, then you could potentially be getting caught out. Don't give me a third turn, Orange Piccolo. I know it's possible, but obviously in this instance, that's not what we want. I want Goku back. Orange Piccolo gets so many additional supers, I lost track of where in the rotation we were. I thought that was the end of the turn. But since Piccolo just keeps going off. Look at Orange Piccolo doing, what, half of Broly's damage? Oh, and then we did... Okay. Alright, let me avoid getting supers then. And then watch him get like 50 million additionals now. I mean, Orange Piccolo just doing all the work. And all of this was to save Kid Goku from the potential of taking a big old super in the last slot. And instead, we just transformed into Orange Piccolo and just absolutely stomped all over Broly, which is pretty funny. I mean, Orange Piccolo, like I say, is one of the better units to use on Goku's team, or at least I like using him on the team. Having the full 200% leader skill access is obviously a pretty big advantage. I mean, Piccolo obviously is good enough that you can easily run him on teams where he's only getting the 170% from the leader skill, and he's still very, very good. But, you know, when a team like this comes along, that is a top tier team with a top tier new unit, and Piccolo's getting the 200%, then obviously he's pretty good. And yeah, I don't know why. I just had an absolute brain fail about how the giant form even works in the first place, because we still get the turn with Kid Goku in slot 3. So he is taking less attacks, but I mean, Piccolo should just kill Broly now, right? So Piccolo pretty much just soloed Broly. 14.6. Yeah. Although, if he hadn't got that additional with the crit, I was about to say we probably wouldn't kill, because STR Piccolo's not going to do a lot of damage, and Kid Goku won't do a crazy amount, but mine does additional. He has additionals like potential built into his kit, but mine additionals fairly regularly. I think there's almost no way Kid Goku doesn't kill Broly here, which is very unfortunate for the TEQ Goku versus Broly run, where most of the work against AGL Broly was done by LR Piccolo. But I feel like Goku, I mean, I'm really looking forward to, and I know a lot of other global players are as well, I'm really looking forward to the Sin Shenron, like Shadow Dragon fight, because obviously players on JP now consider that to be the hardest fight in the game. I actually feel like, even with like Broly, Metal Cooler Core, I feel like the events on Global are just not hard enough for how good this Goku is and how good this team is. Like, we didn't get to revive with him or Carnival Goku, which means we didn't get to see him with his full passive active, and he was still incredibly impressive. Like, the fact that my 55% one is still rocking like around 500k defense, is very, very impressive. So, like, the team is just too good. We absolutely destroyed Broly, and it wasn't even really close. I mean, we used the Whis for the AoE phase, which, considering we did get AoE'd when Kid Goku was on the rotation, that did essentially save us from getting killed. But, yeah, Goku's team just absolutely wipes the floor with Broly, but that's going to happen when you have the Piccolo rotation as well. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. I'll definitely have to do Goku versus Metal Cooler Core. I think that'll be a harder fight for him anyway, considering that the final phase, he doesn't have type advantage. Plus, in the first part against the Metal Cooler army, he's going to get the full opportunity to get as built up as possible, because we can't end that first phase early. So if there's, like, you know, a couple of turns in a row where they're attacking 5 or 6 times in one slot, this TEQ Goku is going to get a ton of build-up before we even get to the core, which is really good. So let me know what you guys think of Goku down below in the comment section. So that's going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.